Love in marriage is not a single static emotion. It is more like a beautiful tapestry, woven with many different threads. Each thread represents a different facet of love, contributing to the overall strength and beauty of the relationship. We often start with that exciting, heart-pounding feeling, the one that makes the world seem brighter and more vibrant. This initial attraction is powerful. It draws two people together, full of hope and dreams for a shared future. But this is just one color in the vast spectrum of love that a marriage can hold over many years of shared experiences and mutual growth, becoming richer with time. As the initial blush of romance settles, a deeper connection often begins to bloom. This is the love of companionship, a comfortable and steady presence. It is knowing you have a partner who truly understands you, someone you can share your deepest thoughts and silliest jokes with. This kind of love is built on countless shared moments, big and small. It's the quiet evenings spent together, the knowing glances across a crowded room, and the unwavering support during ordinary days. It's the feeling of being truly home with another person, a safe harbor in the unpredictable sea of life, fostering a sense of security. Then there is the sacrificial aspect of love, a truly profound expression of commitment. This is the love that says, your needs are important to me, sometimes even more important than my own right now. It's about making choices that benefit your partner or the relationship, even when it requires personal sacrifice. This could be as simple as giving up your preferred activity for an evening to support your spouse's interest, or as significant as relocating for their career. This selfless love deepens the trust and security within the marriage, showing that you are truly in this together, for the long haul, willing to give. Understanding these different facets of love helps us appreciate the complexity and richness of a marital bond. It's not always about grand gestures or constant excitement. Sometimes, love is a quiet understanding, a patient ear, or a helping hand. Recognizing and nurturing these various expressions of love is key to building a lasting and fulfilling marriage. When we learn to speak each other's primary love language, whether it's words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, or physical touch, we ensure that our expressions of love are truly felt and understood by our partner, strengthening the connection significantly. Marriage in its truest form is a journey filled with both brilliant sunshine and challenging storms. The joyous moments are often deeply etched in our memories, bringing smiles years later. Think of the sheer happiness of welcoming a child into the world, the shared pride in achieving a long-held dream like buying a first home, or the simple, unadulterated laughter that erupts over a silly inside joke.
Sarah and Tom, for instance, often recall the overwhelming joy of their daughter's first steps, a moment they witnessed together, their hands clasped tightly, tears of happiness in their eyes. These moments of sunshine are precious, building a reservoir of positive memories.
However, no marriage is immune to painful, tearful experiences. Life inevitably brings challenges that can strain even the strongest bonds. These can come in many forms: the heartbreak of a miscarriage, the stress of financial hardship, the pain of miscommunication leading to deep misunderstandings, or the sorrow of losing a loved one. These are the times when tears may flow freely, and the path forward can seem unclear.
I remember a couple, Maria and David, who faced immense strain when David unexpectedly lost his job. The uncertainty and fear created a palpable tension, and many nights were spent in worried, sometimes tearful conversations about their future.
The reality is that both joy and sorrow are integral parts of the marital landscape. One does not negate the other. Rather, they coexist, shaping the depth and resilience of the relationship. It's in navigating these contrasting experiences that a couple truly forges their unique story. The sunshine moments provide warmth and light, reminding us of the beauty of our connection. The storms, while difficult, offer opportunities for growth, forcing us to draw on our inner strength and our commitment to one another, refining our love in the process and often leading to a deeper appreciation for each other. Acknowledging this dual reality is crucial for maintaining realistic expectations in marriage. If we expect only unending bliss, we are bound to be disappointed when difficulties arise. But if we understand that challenges are a natural part of a shared life, we can approach them not as signs of failure, but as opportunities to strengthen our bond and deepen our love. The tears shed during hard times can, in a way, water the seeds of a more profound and resilient connection, one that has been tested and proven true through adversity. When life storms hit, the ability of a couple to navigate them together is paramount. Effective communication becomes the lifeline. This means more than just talking. It means truly listening to understand your partner's fears, hopes, and needs during the difficult period. It's about creating a safe space where both individuals can be vulnerable without fear of judgment.
For example, learning to express needs clearly, like saying, "I feel overwhelmed and need your support by just listening right now," rather than expecting your partner to guess, can make a world of difference.
Speaking each other's love languages becomes especially vital during these trying times. Mutual support and empathy are the pillars that hold a marriage steady during turbulent times. This involves standing by your partner, offering encouragement, and trying to see the situation from their perspective, even if you don't fully agree or understand their emotional reaction. When one partner is struggling, the other can be a source of strength, and vice versa. This give and take builds a powerful sense of we-ness, reinforcing that you are a team facing the challenge together, not two separate individuals battling it alone. This shared burden often feels lighter than one carried in isolation.
Consider the story of Mark and Lisa. They faced a significant challenge when their teenage son began struggling with serious behavioral issues. The stress was immense, and it initially caused friction between them, as they had different ideas on how to handle the situation. However, through counseling and a deliberate effort to listen to each other's concerns and fears, they found a way to present a united front. They supported each other through countless difficult meetings and emotional nights, their shared commitment to their son and each other ultimately strengthening their marriage, proving that teamwork can overcome tremendous obstacles.
Forgiveness also plays a critical role in weathering storms. In times of stress, harsh words might be spoken or actions might be taken that cause hurt. The willingness to forgive and to seek forgiveness is essential for healing and moving forward. Holding on to resentment can erode the foundation of the relationship.
Commitment too is the anchor. It's the conscious decision to stay and work through the difficulties, even when it's hard. It's remembering the vows made and the love that forms the basis of the marriage, choosing to invest in the relationship's future despite present struggles.
There are times, unfortunately, when despite sincere efforts and a history of shared love, the challenges within a marriage become insurmountable. It is a painful reality that not all relationships can be healed or sustained in a healthy way. Acknowledging this possibility is not a failure of the institution of marriage, but rather a recognition of human complexity and the deep pain that can exist within relationships.
Sometimes, the path that once seemed united begins to diverge so significantly that continuing together causes more harm than good to one or both individuals involved in the partnership. In certain situations, separation or divorce, while always a difficult and sorrowful decision, might become a necessary choice for the well-being of the individuals. This is particularly true in cases of ongoing abuse, whether emotional, physical, or financial, where the safety and personhood of one partner are fundamentally threatened.
It can also be the case when core values and life goals have become so irreconcilably different that they create constant conflict and deep, pervasive unhappiness, making a shared future untenable despite repeated attempts to bridge the chasm between them.
I recall a couple, Emily and Ben. They had shared many happy years, but over time they grew into very different people with fundamentally opposing views on what they wanted from life and from each other. Years of counseling and attempts to reconnect couldn't bridge the widening gap. Their home became a place of quiet sadness and unspoken resentment. The decision to separate was agonizing for both, filled with tears for the love that was lost. However, in time, it allowed both Emily and Ben to find individual peace and pursue paths that were more authentic to who they had become. A difficult but ultimately healthier outcome for them.
Reflecting on your own relationship is important. Are you and your partner navigating challenges constructively? Is there mutual respect and care? If your marriage is struggling, seeking help from a counselor or trusted mentor can provide guidance and tools. Love, in its truest sense, always desires the well-being of the beloved. Sometimes, tragically, that well-being can only be found on separate paths. But for many, facing challenges with commitment and a willingness to understand each other's love languages can lead to an even deeper, more resilient love, a love that has truly weathered the storms together.